And so at this time, fellowship, I want to invite you to put your hands together and let's receive our governor, Governor Pat Quinn.
Thank you, Reverend. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here at a special church, and I do want to give praise to the choir and all those who are singing together. There's a saying, to sing is to pray twice, and I think a lot of folks have been praying here this morning, and I think it's so important. I wanted to come here because this special church, Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church, the SHIP, has a special role in American history, and I think it's especially important in the few days after August 28th of this year, the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's speech in Washington in 1963. You know, a lot of folks from Chicago went to Washington with Dr. King. One of them was Mahalia Jackson from our city, a great singer indeed. And Mahalia Jackson was on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial on that day 50 years ago. And right near the end of Dr. King's speech, she told him, "Tell him about the dream, Martin. Tell him about the dream." And Dr. King, he told us about the dream. And I think it's so important that we continue that dream right here in Illinois and right here in America. And that's why I am committed as governor of our state to work with you and to work with good people all across Illinois on raising the minimum wage. I think it's so important we do that in memory of Dr. King. When he lost his life in Memphis, Dr. King was organizing those who were collecting garbage, the garbage collectors. He understood how important it is to have a decent wage. And so today I brought my Bible. It's a pocket Bible. I brought this Bible to Israel about 5 years ago, and I was on that mount over the Sea of Galilee, and we read the 8 Beatitudes. And one of those Beatitudes is to do justice and to make sure, a principle as old as the Bible, that if you work 40 hours a week, you shouldn't have to live in poverty. I think that's a fundamental belief that all of us understand. So we have work to do in Illinois. The minimum wage is $8.25. We're the day before Labor Day. Tomorrow's Labor Day. We honor work. We honor all of those who have the dignity of work, who do very hard things. And some of the hardest things in our society, helping our children, helping our seniors, helping those with disabilities, some of the toughest jobs in our society are paid the minimum wage. $8.25 you can't support a family on. And that's why I'm here today in your church. And I want to honor your pastor. We want a speedy recovery for Pastor Jenkins, for sure. And your pastor emeritus for 63 years. He was here when Dr. King needed him in 1966. This church opened its doors, and I'm talking about Pastor Clay Evans. And I think Clay Evans, who worked with Dr. King, would tell you what we're trying to do in Illinois, what we have to do across America, is help raise that minimum wage. It's a principle as old as the Bible, to help those who work hard not live in poverty. We want to alleviate poverty. That's what this church is all about. The best way to fight crime, the best way to fight poverty is to have a decent wage. And that's why we're going to raise the minimum wage and make the will of people the law of the land. Thank you very much.